Question 1. Which article of Indian Constitution says DPSP are not enforceable by any court? Article 37. Article 37 of the Indian Constitution explicitly states that the DPSP are not enforceable by any court. DPSPs are guidelines for principle provided in Part 4 of the Constitution to assist the state in formulating policies aimed at achieving socio-economic justice. Although these principles are fundamental in governance, they are non-justiciable, meaning that no legal remedy can sought in courts for their enforcement. The Supreme Court of India has emphasized in various judgments that while DPSPs are non-enforceable, they are crucial for ensuring a welfare state and must be considered while making laws. DPSPs serve as a moral compass for the government to frame policies promoting equality, social justice, and other constitutional goals. DPSPs are included in Part 4 of the Indian Constitution, Article 36 se 51. They aim to establish a framework for achieving socio-economic justice, ensuring equality, and building welfare state. Some examples include promoting equal pay for equal work, ensuring free legal aid, and organizing village panchayats. Nature of the DPSPs are non-enforceable rights, which means that individual cannot approach courts for their implementation. However, they act as a guiding principle for the government to frame policies and laws for public welfare. Fundamental rights are enforceable by court, DPSPs are not. Fundamental rights focus on individual freedoms, whereas DPSPs concentrate on collective welfare. Judicial interpretation Judiciary has emphasized the harmonious interpretation of fundamental rights and DPSPs. In the case of Minerva Mills versus Union of India 1980, the Supreme Court observed that the fundamental rights and DPSP characteristics of DPSP non-enforceable. They cannot be enforced in courts. Directive they serve as a guidelines for governance. Socio-economic goals they aim at ensuring welfare and equity. Examples of DPSP Article 39 equal pay for equal work. Article 40 promotion of village panchayats. Article 47 improvement of public health. From the side of Singhbhum. During the Mughal period, the Jharkhand area was known as Kukra. After the year 1765, it came under the control of British Empire and became formally under its present title Jharkhand, the land of jungles, Jharis bushes. In 1765, Emperor Shah Alam II granted the Diwani of Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa to East India Company. The British entry in Jharkhand was first done from the side of Singhbhum Manbhum. At that time, the main states in Singhbhum were Dalbhum, Porhat, and Kolhan. The first intervention of the British in the affairs of the Cheru Raj of Palamu occurred in the 1772, owing to the quarrel between two rivals of Chero factions. The British for the first time came in contact with the Chatra region in 1769 AD. Question 3. Using websites to pour out one's grievances is called. This refers to express frustration or complaints through online platforms such as social media websites, forum blogs, or other digital mediums. People often utilize the internet emotions publicly or anonymously. The term cyber ranting is derived from cyber denoting the internet or digital space, and ranting which means talking or writing in a loud, angry, or impassioned manner about a subject. Purpose of cyber ranting it is commonly used to address personal, social, or professional misuse Many people share their thought online to seek support, advice, or to simply express their emotion. Cyber ranting can be observed in learning about workplace issues, Twitter rant, Facebook post sharing personal frustration. Impact of cyber ranting, while it can be therapeutic and provide emotional relief, it may also lead to negative consequences such as online backlash, misunderstanding to personal and professional relationship. Webly, this refers to making appeal or request online, often through petitions or public post. It is not order to express or frustration. Webhead, this refers to negative or hurtful content shared on an online platform to individuals, groups, or communities. It involves malice rather than expressing personal grievances. This is a closely related terms and may overlap with cyber ranting. Venting emphasizes realizing emotional frustration rather than addressing broader grievances or complaints. Characteristics of cyber ranting, it is an informal method of expressing grievance and does not require formal language structure. Cyber ranting can be both anonymous and public depending on the platform used. It is often spontaneous and reactionary, triggered by the immediate events or emotion. Platform commonly used by cyber ranting include social media, Facebook, Twitter, blogs, forum, and comment sections or websites. Positive aspects of cyber ranting allows individuals to share their struggles and connect with like-minded people who may provide support or advice. Encourages open discussion about sensitive topics like mental health, workplace harassment, or societal issues. Negative aspects of cyber ranting may be result in trolling, cyberbullying, or backlash for the online community. Can lead to unintended consequences like misunderstanding, loss of privacy, or damage to personal relationships. Example of cyber ranting are blog posts criticizing companies' policies after facing workplace injustice, Twitter thread expressing frustration about social or political issues, Facebook post detailing personal struggles seeking support from legal friends and family. Question 4. By which term does the Hill Kharia community refers to a body bigger than the Panchayat? Chira. The Hill Kharia community primarily residing in the Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal follows a unique social structure to govern their community. The term Chira used to refer a governing body that is larger than and more authoritative than a panchayat. It symbolizes the collective decision-making system for matters that impacts the broader community. Panchayat is typically responsible for resolving issues with a specific village or locality, while the Chira addresses inter-village disputes, cultural decisions, and large administrative matters. The Hila Kharia community follows a hierarchical government system where smaller governing bodies like Panchayat handle localized concerns, but larger governing bodies like Shira have jurisdiction over multiple village or clans. This term represents the collective leadership and authority to maintain harmony, resolve disputes, and make decisions affecting the entire community. It reflects the socio-cultural fabric of the Hill Kharia people. Hill Kharia community. The Hill Kharia is a tribal community predominantly found in the states of Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal. They are classified as scheduled tribes under the Indian Constitution. The community is known for its dependence upon forest resources for livelihood, including activities like hunting, gathering, and small-scale agriculture. Hill people have their own language, tradition, and social system, which include hierarchical governing bodies like Panchayat and Chira. Chira versus Panchayat. Panchayat, a small governing body responsible for local issues like family disputes, land matters, and village-specific concerns. Chira, a larger governing body that oversees inter-village matters, cultural decisions, and broader issues across multiple clans or villages. Chira serve as a higher authority compared to Panchayat and is crucial for maintaining unity and resolving issues at the community level. Significance of Chira. Chira plays a vital role in preserving the cultural heritage and tradition of the Hill Kharia community. It fosters unity and collaboration among different villages and clans with the community. The governing body ensures that the community's values and practices are upheld with while addressing socio-economic challenges. Other governing bodies and tribal community across India often have similar hierarchical system of governance, such as Parha among the Munda tribes and Manji among the Santhal tribes. These systems are crucial for maintaining social order, resolving disputes, and preserving tribal customs and tradition. The larger governing bodies like Shira often act as the cultural custodians and decision makers for the entire community. The tribal communities, including the Hill Kharia of the Indian Constitution, which safeguard their rights and autonomy. The scheduled tribes and other traditional forest dwellers, Shivans of Forest Act 2004 recognize their dependence on forest and ensure the access to resources. These legal protections help preserve their governance systems, such as Shira and ensure socio-economic development. What do we call the distance between two consecutive comparison of and web length? Wavelength refers to the distance between two consecutive points that are in the same phase of a wave cycle, such as two consecutive compression or airflow in a sound wave. It is a spatial period of the wave and is typically measured in units of meter. The wavelength is inversely proportional to the frequency of the wave. This means that as frequency increases, the wavelength decreases. In the context of sound waves, the wavelength is the distance A sound wave travels during one complete oscillation and it plays a crucial role in determining the pitch of the sound. The formula to calculate wavelength is given by wavelength is equal to speed of sound by frequency. Lambda is equal to V by F. In the question, the time distance between two consecutive compressions clearly corresponds to the concept of wavelength, which is why the correct answer is wavelength. Wave number means refers to the number of wavelength per unit distance. It is given by the formula. Wave number is equal to 2 pi by wavelength lambda and is typically measured in units of radian per meter. Wave number is often used in advanced physics to describe wave properties, but is not related to efficiency in compression of sound wave. Frequency is the number of oscillation or cycle that occur per unit time. It is measured in hertz. It is related to wavelength by formula. Frequency is equal to speed of wave by wavelength. While frequency determines the pitch of the sound, it does not describe the spatial distance between compressions and has no amplitude refers the maximum displacement of particles from their mean position during a wave oscillation. It determines the loudness or intensity of sound, but it is unrelated to the distance between consecutive compression or rarefaction. Relation between wavelength frequency and speed. The speed of wavelength V is the to lambda. This operation is fundamental in understanding how sound waves propagate through different mediums. The speed of sound depends on the medium through which it travels. For example, in air at the room temperature, the speed of sound is approximately per second. Sound travels faster in solid than in liquid, and faster than gases due to difference in the density and elasticity of the medium. Wavelength and frequency are critical in designing musical instruments. Sonar system understanding acoustic properties and architectural designs. In medical imaging concepts like wavelength are used in techniques such as ultrasound. Campaign launched to combat forest fire in 2008 is Fire Warrior Drive. Forest fires are significant environmental hazards causing loss of biodiversity, destruction of ecosystem, and contributing to air pollution. The campaign Firewire Drive launched in February 2026 is specifically focused on combating forest fires, raising awareness, and implementing effective measures to prevent and control wildfires. The name Firewire Drive symbolizes the proactive and aggressive approach to fighting forest fires, aiming to protect forest, wildlife, and human settlement. The other options such as the Green Shield Initiative on Agnisaman and Jungle forest fire in India is prone for forest fire, particularly during the dry summer months. States like Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Odisha, and Chhattisgarh often affect the Forest Survey of India report that nearly 36% of India forest cover is vulnerable to frequent forest fire. Forest fires not only harm the environment but also affect the tribal communities and those dependent on forest resources. Key feature of high barrier drive. The campaign uses advanced satellite signals for real-time monitoring and early detection of forest fire. It emphasizes community participation, training locals as volunteers, and raising awareness about preventive measures. The drive also includes the establishment of rapid response team equipped with modern firefighting tools. Green Shield Initiative thus could refer to environmental protection efforts, but it is not specific to forest fire. One Agnisaman, the name suggests fire control in forest, but it was not that the campaign launched in February 2026. Youngly access translates to forest protector likely a broader conservative nation initiative rather than fire-specific campaign. Impact of forest fire contributes to loss of biodiversity and release large quantities of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. They can also lead to soil erosion, degradation of water resources, and displacement of wildlife. Measures to prevent forest fire, creating fire breaks, caps in vegetation to stop the spread of fire, and conducting controlled burning to reduce combustible material, using modern technology like drones and satellites for early detection and real-time monitoring, raising awareness among local communities and involving them in forest management practices. California Wildfire, the states use advanced technology and community programs to combat frequent wildfires. Australia's once fire management includes fire prediction modeling and community-based approaches to minimize damage. On the basis of population size, which of the following is the increase of urban agglomeration? Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai. Urban agglomeration are large and densely populated areas that combine cities and their surrounding suburbs or satellite towns. Population size is a key factor in determining the rank of urban agglomeration. The correct using order is size is Ahmedabad, followed by Hyderabad, Bangladesh, Bangalore, and finally Chennai. This ranking is derived from population data provided by government census report and urban studies. Ahmedabad, located in Gujarat, has a smaller urban agglomeration population compared to Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai. Hyderabad, the capital of Telangana, ranks higher than Ahmedabad but lower than the Bangalore and Chennai in terms of population size. Bangalore, often referred to as Silicon Valley of India, has significant population due to its status as a major IT hub. Chennai, located in Tamil Nadu, is one of India's largest and most populous urban agglomeration, ranking over the other cities in the list. Ahmedabad, located in the state of Gujarat, Ahmedabad is known for historical significance, textile industries, and educational institutions. It has a population that is smaller in comparison to other cities like Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai. The capital city Telangana, Hyderabad is famous for IT sector, cultural heritage, and as a hub of economic activity. Hyderabad's urban agglomeration population is larger than Ahmedabad but smaller than Bangalore, Chennai. Bangalore, also known as Silicon Valley of India, is a global center for technology, startup, and innovation. Its urban population has grown rapidly due to its status as a hub for IT and software services. Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu and is known for industrial bases, cultural heritage, and a major center for education and healthcare. It is the most populous among the listed cities with a large urban agglomeration population. Urban agglomerations are defined by concentration of population in a specific urban area, including main cities and adjacent suburbs. Satellite towns population data is typically sourced from census report, government statistic, and urban development studies. Factor influence on population size, economic development, availability of jobs, infrastructure, and migration trends heavily influence the population size of around agglomeration for young cities. Bangalore and Hyderabad see significant population growth due to their IT sectors. The provision for election commission in India constitution was inspired by which of the following countries? Ahmedabad. Election Commission in India. The Election Commission of India is an autonomous constitutional authority responsible for election to the Parliament, state legislature, and officers of the President and Vice President of India. The provisions for the Election Commission are detailed under Article 324 to 329 of the Indian Constitution. Inspiration for ECI while drafting the Indian Constitution, the Election Commission establishment was not directly inspired by a single country. It was designed to meet India's unique needs, including ensuring free and fair election in a vast, diverse democracy. The farmers of the Indian and Constitution studies the system worldwide and adopted mechanisms suited to India's requirements rather than replicating in country's model. Article 3 revises the power of superintendent's direction and control of election in the election commission. Article 3 provides that no person shall be ineligible for inclusion in or claim to be included in an electoral roll on the ground of religion, race, caste, and sex. Article 3 it guarantees adult suffrage. It means that every citizen of India above the age of 18 years has the right to every citizen of India have a betting either to right to vote unless described under the provision of the Constitution or any law made by the Parliament. Article 327 it empowers parliaments to make laws regarding elections to the House of the Parliament and state legislature. Article 326 bars interference by courts in electoral matter once the election process begins. Important function of the election commissions. The election commissions conduct election in a very fair and impartial manner. It prepares and updates electoral rules and ensures the integrity of elections. It monitors political parties' conduct and enforces the model code of conduct during elections. It advises the President of Governors regarding the disqualification of members of Parliament and state legislature. In the United election overseen by the Election Commission, which was established in 2008. In the United States, election are decentralized and conducted by individual state, not by central commission like India. In Ireland, elections are managed by referendum commissions and other electoral bodies which are structurally different from India's central commission. Independence of the Election Commission. The Constitution ensures the Election Commission independence by providing for its autonomous functioning and institute executive interference. The Chief Election Commission and Election Commissions have fixed tenure and their removal is similar to that of the Supreme Court judge, requiring a special majority in Parliament. In 1951, the first general elections in India were conducted, marking a significant achievement in establishing democratic governance. Condition of the introduction of electronic voting machine revolution and the voting place in India. In 2010, the election commission introduced voter verifiable paper audit trials to enhance the election transparency. The above was used was launched by the government to provide housing to those left to say how many does standard and what this consists of kitchen. The Awas Yoजना was launched by Jharkhand government as a housing institute for housing under this standard house designed to the actual living space for families promoting the better living conditions. The scheme set to address housing needs for the economic section. Jharkhand work faces challenge of accessing affordable and quality housing in addition to also emphasize the inclusion of a kitchen to ensure a healthier and safe cooking environment for families. This unit is a part of the broader efforts of the Jharkhand government to enhance the quality of life for underprivileged citizens by providing them with a stable and sustainable housing solution. Awas Yojana. This scheme is clearly targeted benefits who are not covered under the central housing scheme like Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. It provides financial assistance for the construction housing ensure that families have access to better and safe functioning living standard. This scheme is a step toward achieving the larger goal of housing for all. Features of houses under Awas with an 8 houses constructed on the above and include 3 rooms and a kitchen. Ensuring its precision functional home for families. The design of houses as to modern construction standard providing durability, safety and comfort. The inclusion of a kitchen in the layout promote hygienic temperatures, reducing factor based on their socioeconomic status with a focus on facts and the scheme seems to benefit those who are unable to afford their own and have been excluded from other housing initiatives. Key objective was not to ensure inclusive development by addressing the housing needs of clients and community who lack access to basic amenities, to promote socio-economic development by providing steady and stable and secure housing to certain family in Jharkhand. The Jharkhand government play a crucial role in implementing the scheme from beneficial section to fund discourse and monitor construction progress. The scheme is funded through state resources, highlighting the government's commitment to improving the living condition of its citizens. Unlike central housing scheme like Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, the Abu Awas Yojana focuses on those who follow through the correct national fund provided them with an opportunity to own a home. Now the initiative created by IT Mandi Katli University in Jharkhand and satellite center of IT Mandi Katli University in Jpsc. Galgotia's IT satellite center IT Mandi Katli is an institute of the Indian IT Mandi aimed at providing international in Jharkhand. Led by IT Mandi, this center is named as the BIT, which also be attends as the location for the satellite center. Remaining students focus on university centers provide mentorship funding and inclusion for two party interventions on one. The history will play the growing corruption between the organization and issues like that. United. Foster a global society. This is expert to contribute significantly economic development of Punjab, creating my job opportunity in IT Mandi Catalyst. IT Mandi is India's first business with Himalayan region. And it was supported to start up in high impact sectors like agri-tech, clean energy, and ethic and deep tech. It provides a range of solutions including workspace, mentoring, financial aid, and network to early stage startup and investment. ITBI team is developed to Raji Architecture from NG 2790, which is known for past release to service the natural advantage and to leveraging battery to benefit the startup. Subsequently, the education and the establishment of battery facilities and be part of the the government has also been supporting startups through initiatives like the Jharkhand State Approach, which offers financial LOTI settle the same American ops. Jamshedpur startup while Jamshedpur imagine is Jharkhand and achieve innovation policy is also incorrect. Education